What is up, YouTube? Matt with 𝗡𝗚𝗡𝗚𝗚 here for a real quick video. Hey, listen, I just wanted to share my experience with changing out, oh my gosh, this tie rod boot on this Steersmarts YETI XD. So there's quite a few videos out there that talk about different ways to do this, and I'm going to tell you guys, of all the mods and all the maintenance I have ever done on a vehicle, hands down, this has been the hardest that I've ever personally done. So what happens is, as you can see, this wasp creeping in. Stand by. Not trying to get stung by no wasp today. Anyhow, I'm sure that just pissed him off. So basically what happened was, at some point during all my off-road excursions that we've done in this thing so far, apparently somehow this boot got cut. And this is the old boot that you can see that's off. But to replace it, it sounds like it would be simple enough, right? You just order the replacement from Steersmarts, which I did. They send you what I would consider a joke of a tool. No knocking on Steersmarts, and I've been in contact with these guys, and apparently they've got a new prototype that they're working on that'll be an optional thing. So rather than every single time you order a replacement boot, you have to get the tool, it'll be an add-on thing. So if you've already got the tool, obviously you don't need it if you have to buy another boot or two, you know, throughout the years of wheeling. But anyhow, this little tool comes with a cap on it. And as you can see, if that top was on, there's no way to get this tool down to compress this boot. So what you do, and this is what they recommend, you basically cut off 3/4 of an inch off the top with, you know, a hacksaw or some sort of tool, and then this will slide down past the bolt. Now therein lies the challenge. Okay, well, once you get it past the bolt, how the hell do you compress it on there? Because you can't use your hands. I mean, I tried. Literally, I still, if I can show you guys this, it's still healing. But like right there at the start of my finger, you can almost see the little scar. So I literally bloodied that up using every last ounce of strength I had and completely ruined the tool. This is actually the second one of these tools that they've sent, because during the first attempt I actually ruined the boot. I wound up cutting it, ruined the tool, so had to order a second round from Steersmarts. Again, they sent me a new tool, new boot, gave it a second shot. Now, one of the ways that they talked about doing was getting a 1 5/16 socket, and basically what that would do is allow the socket to compress the tool, you know, with a clamp, with a C-clamp, or through other means. But the problem that I missed is, I think this is a 1/2 inch drive. Well, guess what? The 1/2 inch drive will not fit through the bolt. So don't do what I did and try to order some special tool or socket. Let me show you guys what I did. Super cheap mod, and I'll leave the links in the description to the exact size. Matter of fact, I actually have the receipt, so if you guys can see what I got, it's 1 1/2 inches and then there's a 1 1/4 that I got with PVC. Now what it looks like is this. Okay, so you've got the sleeve, just a 1 1/2 inch sleeve. All right, so check this. This will sit down on here, and if you give it a little bit of extra force, it will actually sit. And when the boot is not on here, so actually, let me show you this with the boot that is off the Jeep right now. All right, so check this. I'm gonna get nice and greasy for you guys. So see how the boot will sit flush in this coupling? So that's what you do, all right? So then, once you get that in there, you take this piece and literally just set it in there. I mean, it doesn't need to thread. It just needs to give you a compression platform. Well, the problem is, if you just do that, the opening, if you can imagine, is just open. It's like this, right? So there's nowhere for you to get a C-clamp to compress. So that's why I use this little guy, which is the 1 1/4 to 1 1/2, so it slides in there, and now it kind of gives you this platform. All right, so literally this would just go in there just like this. All right, and then on the bottom, ironically enough, I used what I mistakenly ordered, but honestly any socket would work. And the idea is you want to put this underneath, that way you have a nice level platform to compress against and you don't damage your Zerk fitting and things like that. And then I used this giant C-clamp that I got from Home Depot, the biggest one that I could find, and just compress that puppy on there. Now guys, I'm gonna tell you, there is truth in the old saying, if you got the right tool for the job is easy. I am the prime example of not having the right tool for the job, not once, but twice, and finally decided I was gonna go to Home Depot and build the tool with PVC. And guys, literally, I got that sucker on there and it took me 5 minutes. So once you kind of get everything lined up and make sure it's a vertical, you know, and you got everything in alignment, and you're not trying to clamp it crooked, literally it took 5 minutes to compress that sucker on there. You know, end of project, 5 minutes. However, blood, sweat, tears, 2 destroyed tools from Steersmarts, and several choice words later, this was a hell of a job. So again, I'm gonna leave the link in the description on how you can build this tool yourself. I'm gonna throw this in the toolbox, so if I ever have to replace the other side, or, you know, as you can see, I've got their drag link as well. So probably all the exact same boots. I'll have something to change those as well. So again, just a quick video to give you guys tips on how not to be me. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you found this useful, and maybe you can use this changing your boots. And thanks again for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.